Welcome to Tarot Me Amor. Looking for our Capricorn friends.
Hola
Gonna do the
amigos,
heart spread.
bienvenidos.
We're gonna do the 4 pillars for our singles. We just earlier did the heart spread if you're coupled. But this is for someone who's super single, I call it. You're wide open. You're not thinking about anyone. And that's what we're gonna do here is try to find this person that's right for you, that Spirit has for you. That's your person and not your next problem, your next ex-husband, ex-wife. So we're going to try to identify them. And, so if you meet them, you'll know that that's them. Kind of have some idea what's going on with them. And we'll look at the 4 pillars, which is the intellectual, the emotional, the sexual, the lifestyle compatibility.
We have the Ace of Wands and the King of Wands. Wow.
Yeah.
Then the Lovers and the King of Cups. 2 of Pentacles and 3 of Cups. The Strange and the Page of Cups.
So, so these are the columns over here. The first one, this is your emotional aspect. I think these should be reversed. Okay. It's kind of a fun read because it's very challenging. Positions are a lot different from a lot of other reads. This is their intellectual. If these two were reversed, it'd make this a little easier. Because this looks like the emotional and this looks like the more like would be the intellectual. But what you have here is definitely a combination. You have your person. Remember, this is your person always. How we read this. That is right for you. Boy, they are both passionate and emotional. Big time.
Okay.
It's hard to divide these. It's like just read it all together. So what kind of stories would they tell? This kind of person would have stories. Because they're very passionate about life. They're very outgoing, progressive, modern in their thinking. They have a lot of soul. They think a lot about love. And there could definitely be some Gemini energy going on here. In the Mercury, in the Venus, even in the Moon. But someone who thinks about love and thinks emotionally as much and passionately, I think that's kind of what we're getting at here. This is someone that thinks emotionally and passionately more than coldly and intellectually. You know what I mean? So, as you know, some people are like like Sheldon. Okay, some people like computers, and they're just like tick, tick, tick. They don't smile. They don't. They're just cerebral. Okay, it's not your person. Your person thinks with their heart, thinks with their mouth, thinks with their actions. They're open. They might be the kind of person here. When you meet them, they're like smiling and just light up the room, like and hugging everyone, and that kind of like Leo energy going on there. So Capricorn, this should be pretty obvious here who you're dealing with right off the bat. Try to think of any stories that they might tell or how this will reflect it. They have a lot of confidence, and so I think you're dealing with someone here who had a good childhood. I think they had a good father. I think they're going to tell you, or you could ask them, I love my dad, right? Or whoever, granddad, whoever was the influence. They're going to say this. They're going to be like, I really I love my father, man or woman, okay? They're going to have a strong, solid relationship, and so they're going to have a good sense of self-esteem. I think from childhood, lucky them, kind of rare almost, they took away from childhood a good sense of self-esteem. They were valued by their parents. They were guided by their parents. This is someone that can take action when it needs to be taken very strongly. If they believe in something, they're going to believe in it very strongly. This is the person that if they're for animal rights, they probably own a shelter or run it, or they're gonna really they're not gonna be halfway about things, okay? Because whatever's on their mind, whatever's in their life, they're gonna take it seriously and be passionate about it. So keep in mind, guys, this is your person. So man or woman, they're gonna be passionate about you and excited about you, and you got a amazing person here, strong, good, powerful person that the universe has flown in for you here. And sexually, I think they take it very seriously, sex, and they don't. Sex is very much like a part of everything else. They don't compartmentalize it. So, sex is emotional, sex is intellectual, sex is everything to them. But they really like to have fun when they have sex. I don't think this has anything about third parties here in this reading because of the Three of Cups. But it's like when they make love, and you may sense it. It's almost like they're free and like children, and it's very spontaneous, and there may be involved in their lovemaking laughter, and fun. Like we in astrology we say eighth house is the deep sex, which is often really good and intense, and that Scorpio sex, but the fifth house is that Leo fun sex, it's just fun. I think they're more like that, and it's like, but once, and they might take a minute, but with you it's going to be fine because you're their person. But they're not sluts. They always weigh very carefully whether or not to have sex. Something they may have sex, but they don't just do it lightly. Okay, now for what they do, given their personality, we got to think about this now. The strength here in their lifestyle. They're going to be kind of like I said over here. If they're into dogs, they own a shelter. So this is going to be someone that takes things seriously, and they could be a protector. This could be someone who's a police officer or was, or soldier or was, who has that kind of mentality. And I think with the Page of Cups, there's a sincerity to them and what they do. They may work with young people. They may do work with young people. We're talking about Leo. The fifth house also rules children.
Maybe like in the high school, the
something like that.
I don't know the word.
A high school teacher.
See?
Yeah, something like this. It could definitely be like that. It gives guidance, and they're strong and passionate about what they do and committed to what they do. So your person, they're going to tell you a story like that, whatever it is that they're doing. So it would be like this person's not going to stop doing whatever it is they do. Like maybe even if they won the lottery, they'd still do what they do. They're committed to them. It gives them emotional fulfillment. Part of it may involve talking about something emotional. That's why I say even like a therapist energy. But as a partner, they're going to be solid. They're going to kind of whatever they want now. I mean, you're going to want it 10 years. If you guys move in together, get married, and buy a house, they're going to be happy with. You're going to be the one that wants to move away eventually. They probably just want to stay there. So I think that gives you something to go on your person.
See?
Capricorn. So let us know.
Thank you,
And
amigos.
like
Thank you
and
for
share.
watching us.
Links are below if you want to
Follow
check us out, or follow us on Facebook. That's below too. And we'll see you for the first week of April read.